Okay, I promised to kind of show the muscle testing. So this is strictly a sway test, and I guess I should say I'm not a doctor, and this is a naturopath doctor showed me how to do this with my supplements when I started taking supplements with her. Because every day our bodies are a little bit different, and we get in this routine. We take, one vitamin C, one zinc, whatever, and sometimes our bodies don't need it, or they need a little bit more. So I'm just going to show you quickly what she explained to me and what works for me, and you can choose to use it or not. Somebody asked me, "Are you going to take the vaccine?" And I was like, initially I was like, hell no, I'm not taking anything that got rushed off a shelf, right? And then has all these influences around it that I'm not really quite sure about. But then I thought about it, and I thought, if it came down to it, I would muscle test it, because my body knows whether anything is good for it or not, and it'll tell me. So let me show you. This is one. Kinesiology, sometimes you'll see people use the arm. They'll, is this good for me? Is it not good for me? And your arm will actually get weaker if something is not good for you, or if you're not in your power and your strength. So I believe in all this. I'm just going to take, these are vitamin C's, liposomal vitamin C gels made in the United States. And they have pieces of the vitamin C come from Scotland and Spain. So anyway, it was a recommended vitamin for me from somebody that I trusted. And so I'm just going to show you how I would muscle test this. So I'm going to hold this in my solar plexus. I'm going to stand with my feet parallel, and I'm going to say to myself out loud, or to myself, are one of these good for me? And I'm going to step back so you can kind of see this a little bit more. And I'm going to add a variation of adding, like, are 5 of these good for me, or 10 of these good for me? And a good test for you is if you ask your body, is the whole thing good for me? Because typically it wouldn't be. And so for me, my yes point is for something is I feel like I'm being pulled forward. And the no is I feel like I'm being pulled backwards. You can try this. Some people also use a pendulum. Or, if you've got another person, they can, test to see if your energies are flowing in strength. So the other thing is you kind of want to test to see what your yes and no is. And you can do that by simply, asking, is my name, whatever your name is. And then asking, is my name, a name that's not yours? And so play with it. The first time I used it on my own, I was in a grocery store after meeting my naturopath, and there were all these coconut oils. And I thought, well, should I get the cheapest one? Should I get the most expensive one? What's good? And then I was like, I'm going to muscle test them, right? I'm going to do this. It's called the sway test. And so I held each one in my solar plexus and asked, is it good for me? And actually one of them pushed back and said no. And my body said no. So then I knew the other ones I could buy. So anyway, let's take a step back here. So you can see my feet are you can't really see my feet, but they're parallel. And my knees are slightly bent, and I'm holding this vitamin C, right? And so I'm like, is this good for me? I can feel myself being pulled forward. Okay, are one of these tablets good for me? Very strong, forward. Are 10 of these tablets good for me? No. Okay. Are 3 of these good? Okay. Are 5 of these good for me? Are 7 of these tablets good for me? No. Okay. Are 6 of these good for me? Okay, so 6. So right now, it probably would not be detrimental for me to take 6 of these. So anyway, and I'm not trying to sell a product or anything. Oh, but I am showing you my really cool shirt that I designed. And they will be on the pouches that I'm selling the crystals in. And then this t-shirt actually has The Shine Your Inner Light. This young guy did it. It was kind of funky. I love it. And so anyway, I encourage you every day to shine your inner light, to know your power, to stand in your power. If you've got any questions about the sway test, ask me. Again, I'm not a doctor, so, I'm just sharing. This is my personal experience. So play with it and know that you are more than just this body. You are energy, and you connect in with energies outside of this visibility space. And those energies are you. And that's pretty exciting. So you're powerful, you're eternal, you're amazing creators. Keep stepping into that space, keep believing in yourself, keep asking yourselves questions, step back, and then wait for the universe to show you the answers. So blessings and love. Take care. Bye.